Please subscribe, and you can download this code from description below. To establish communication between a backend written in Python and a Flutter frontend, you'll typically use APIs, application programming interfaces, to facilitate data exchange. In this tutorial, I'll guide you through the process of creating a simple RESTful API using Python's Flask framework and demonstrate how to consume this API in a Flutter application. Ensure you have Python and pip installed. Then, create a new directory for your project and set up a virtual environment. Create a Flask server to expose an API endpoint. Backend code, Python. Create a file named app.py and add the following code. This code sets up a basic Flask application with a single endpoint /API/data that returns a JSON response. Run the backend server using Python app.py. Assuming you have Flutter installed, create a new Flutter project or use an existing one. Frontend code, Flutter. Open your Flutter project and edit the Dart code to fetch data from the Python backend. This Flutter code demonstrates a simple app that fetches data from the Python backend API endpoint and displays it on the screen. Start the Python Flask server. Ensure your Python backend is running by executing Python app.py in the terminal. Run the Flutter app. Run your Flutter app using Flutter Run in the terminal or your IDE. You should now see the data fetched from the Python backend displayed on the Flutter apps screen. Remember, this is a basic example. In real-world scenarios, you'll handle more complex data, error handling, and potentially implement various API endpoints for different functionalities. Also, consider security measures like authentication and data validation in production applications. ChatGPT.